an almost foolproof way to be in shape by summer. With just a little over 20 weeks left, I'm going to show you how to do it. What's going on, guys? Larry Brown here of Tenacity Strength, coming at you with another tip-laden video to help you get the best gains that you possibly can with just a little over 20 weeks of summer left. June 2025 is when it hits, and I want to help you guys be prepared. But before we get into all of that, some formalities, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to show you how to do things my way, and we're going to get you in the best shape that you can possibly get into. Okay, first of all, why do we pick summer? Why do we pick that time of year to be in our best shape possible? Well, it's a couple of different reasons. Less clothes, hotter weather, we want to show off the goods. Even if we keep the goods covered up, we want to wear some clothing that'll say, hey, I'm nice and sturdy, please don't bother me while I'm getting this Costco pizza for my kids. Speaking from personal experience. But in any event, there's some things that I think you should do in order for you to be the best that you could possibly be physically when the heat hits, right? Now, I know I've skipped over spring. Look, I'm in the Midwest. There's only two seasons, winter and road construction. And sometimes road construction don't include spring because in the Midwest it can snow in the spring. So that is what it is. But summer is our target date. So considering everything that we have at our disposal now, let's just say you've been inside a gym or you're relatively new to a gym. You've been off and on like that in the gym, right? Well, you'll have some time in there and then you'll quit for an extended period of time. I'm talking to you all specifically. So the things that I have here is start low volume, keep tension high, monitor recovery, train often. This is a big one. I'll get into that. And take pics. These are all things that some of the things that are at your disposal, and some of the things that I think will help you the most when you're trying to get that summer body. The saying that summer bodies are made in the winter is absolutely true. This is the time where you put a lot of intense hard work in order to reap the benefits of looking good during the summer. So let's start it off. Okay, start low volume. Larry, what do you mean by that? Do you mean 2 working sets? Do you mean low reps? What do I mean? I mean 2 working sets, or if you're really connected with the muscle, 1 working set per exercise. This is the thing. I advise a multitude of exercises sometimes. It's nothing for me to advise 3 to 4 rows within a back routine. It's nothing for me to advise 3 to 4 movements of pressing before we even get to an isolation exercise for chest. That's just the way I am. I'm picking exercises that, are the biggest bang for your buck. And even with low volume, I see that those things work very well because they add thickness to your physique, or they add the curves to your physique if that's what you're looking for. So starting the volume low. Obviously you get your warm-ups in, but the way that your warm-ups should go is that you could do them like Jordan Peters does his. He does a high rep, then he does a medium rep, and then he does singles till he gets to his top weight. And by the time he gets to his top weight, it could be maybe quite a few sets before he gets to his top weight, and then he's just banging out the reps on his top weight. So I want you to kind of follow something like that, but I'm only thinking 2 working sets per muscle group. Again, I advise a lot more pressing than somebody else in my shoes probably would, or someone with a little bit more coaching experience. But the way that I do things, I believe you need to have a lot of work to look like you lift a lot. That's just my opinion. So now, keep tension high. This goes kind of hand in hand with starting the low volume. The reason is because when you're keeping that tension high, what I'm referring to is mechanical tension. Mechanical tension is that type of tension where you will use it, or you will have it employed during heavy weight lifts. So your heavy dumbbell press, your heavy overhead press, your heavy barbell row, your heavy barbell curl. If you're going to go this low volume route, then this must be in check This does not work for any type of pump stuff. When you're talking keeping tension high, you're talking about keeping the weights heavy. When you're talking about more metabolic work, you're talking about more high repetition, low rest type of work. Something with a greater work to rest ratio. So heavy weights, these two are inside of this heavyweight paradigm that I'm in right now. And that's not a bad thing, right? I want you all to understand that now is not the time to go on a restrictive type diet. Now is the time to like really lock in on what's wrong, your recovery, your digestion, all that. And then you can get into a fat loss phase, which we won't even touch for quite a while. So we'll talk about that, but not right now. So these two go hand in hand. So if you're keeping the weights heavy, then the tension is going to be high. What I don't like these days is that people say, well, you're using heavy weight with bad form. There's a lot of people I know that use mega heavy weight and form within reason. At some point, like I know we say as bodybuilders you shouldn't move point A to point B, but I mean, damn, sometimes you're going to have to move it from point A to point B because there's enough weight on that bar to give you such a such a progressive overload aspect and such a high amount of mechanical tension that, like, bro, the shit don't even matter no more. If you're doing a 10 or 9 plate hack squat and someone tells you you need to maintain tension, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because the tension is already going to be there provided you stay tight on your form and even emphasize the eccentric. But that's a whole other conversation. All right. Another thing that you need to do, monitor recovery. And this goes into training often. All right. So if I flip-flop these two, which I probably should have, I want people to lift a lot of weight to look like they lift a lot of weight. I got that from my old powerlifting days. And then the thing I feel that is missing from a lot of bodybuilding training is a level of fitness that is required to do good, to have that granite hard physique, right? I definitely think volume and frequency, like, you need to be in the gym very often, 6 days a week in my opinion. I would love to be in the gym 6 days a week. I'd probably be bigger and a little bit more fit than what I am right now. But train often, train often, train often. If it's push-pull legs and then another 3 in a row like that, like John Meadows did with Creeping Death 2 before he passed, then I highly recommend it. If it's something that you've drawn up and you feel confident inside of your programming skills, then by all means use it. But if you just have some questions on some things, always bounce it back with somebody who knows. And I'm not just talking about me, like email some of these coaches or anything like that. But the bottom line is that you need to be in the gym very, very often. I'm one of those old school guys. The more work that you get inside the gym, the more it'll show up on stage, and not necessarily with a flat or a stringy physique, or even walking down the street in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. All right, so training often, keep that in mind. My last thing is take progress pictures. Guys, progress pictures are important. I want you to set up a space in your home or in your apartment where it is just your photo corner. All right, progress pics help you rein it in and give you a sobering moment to, hey, I might not look as good as I thought I did. Hey, I might not be as big as I am. Let me put some things together. Please, 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 please. Take progress pics. Even if it's just front, back. If it's just that works as well too. So guys, we got start low volume, keep tension high, both heavyweight paradigms that you should be using. Monitor recovery, because I want you to train often. I want you to train often, and I think it will be very good for you. And then take pics. Even if you lose or gain a couple pounds, that's some work that's being done. So that's all I got, guys. I hope you got a little something out of it. If you did, please leave something in the comment section there, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're bringing out some more content for you. We're going to put theory into practice tomorrow, and what I'm doing is that I will be doing a push session at Los Campeones here in Minnesota. So that is a good time, and yeah, we'll get it cracking. So until next time, y'all take care, have a good night, and I'll see you on the flip side.